Alrighty, this is session number 5. This is the one with that interesting side body. Okay, so the launch, again, I think I'd said previously on this first of these two 15-minute blocks, is that we will try and get the side body in a little bit closer. So you could come in as a side body, but without that grip, Sandra. And that way we can get, because Barbara is now up and flying, whereas Sandra is still in the door. And it just means that we have an extra kind of half a second wasted time where we could just bring that group together with the head a little bit closer to here. All right, so the grip. I don't think it's working too good. I have to say the turns are looking really good. And we've got some really good targets there. Look at that. That stays pretty good. But what happens here is I think and again, contact me, Sandra, let me know if you feel differently about it. But it feels like you're compromising so much of your body position to aim for that grip that it puts you in this really distorted position now to pick up the next grip. So what I'd like to see is something like this, where we kind of stay off the grip a little longer. Like Barbara could be picking up grip up right now, but she isn't. And I think we could do the same thing the other way around. And I'll talk about it more as we go through. Because the turns are pretty good, but what is happening at the end, I feel like has too much of a ramification on subsequent moves. There you go. And then obviously Barbara forgetting to stop doesn't help. And I would say, Barbara, that with that, you would try and slow down the very last part of the turn. Look at it as we go through. Not so bad. Yeah, so that part there. So Barbara, you turn, you see the targets here, and then just be really cruising there to allow the knee not to go away. But I would really like to see this or something very similar where Sandra, as you do quite a few without picking up the grip. And then when you do pick up the grip, try and, so I would say, if Barbara can slow it down a little more, and ideally, Barbara, you would be not pausing, but kind of slowing here. And we need to get Sandra around sooner, because if Sandra's coming around after Barbara, she's got this funky reach that's going on. And again, that's one of the better ones there. I'm sure you guys were both happy with that, but it does come at quite a high cost. Especially as I think, we want to go faster. And again, that one was an okay one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'd still like to see Sandra around a fraction more and Barbara kind of hanging out there. That's that picture there, Barbara. If you could hang out at the reverse side body, just kind of slow down there, and Sandra, not to compromise your body position to pick up that grip, just to keep turning. So the thing for me there, Sandra, is just keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, and let the grip kind of drop into your hand rather than reaching too much for it. If I use this as an example, it's a cogging turn, and we've got that grip. It needs to be picked up, but it's not, and that's fine. And that's the thing, what we should do with the other one is kind of allow the grip to come into your hands rather than targeting it too much. It's a constant thing, actually, whether people take that grip. It happens on four-way, Sandra, if you can imagine from, if you're picking up, let's say, point on an O, quite often the inside center will try and hook that grip, and it does work sometimes and for some teams and in certain moves. But there are some times when it becomes too much of a restriction to the person making the catch and also to the person being caught. So Barbara, you've got a lot of translation happening here. You can see that? Yep. And I think that's, you're holding your upper body, you're holding it. Yep. Looks like a little brain lock there. End of time. Thank God.